that even do as much as $5 million when he launches them inside of like 2 weeks, you guys. So listen, you can always learn. You can always learn from somebody who is where you want to be. So in the comments on GoToWebinar right now, not on my Facebook, but in the comments on GoToWebinar, what I want you to do right now is respond. Let us know how many of you would love to be an internet millionaire. How many of you would love to be a millionaire? Let me know in the comments right now on the GoToWebinar. I want to see how many of you are paying attention right now in the comments. How many of you would love to learn how to be an internet millionaire? Okay, let's find out. Let's see how many of you are serious. Let's see how many of you are actually able to play, not just to be on the sidelines. Okay, that's awesome. I just love the high engagement as well. Okay, well, think about it. The best way to learn how to do something is to listen to somebody who's already done it. Okay, think about that as a note right there. The best way to learn how to do something is to learn from somebody who has already done it, who has already accomplished it. Okay, that's where wisdom comes from. Two places: mistakes and mentors. Mistakes and mentors. So this is your opportunity to avoid mistakes by learning from mentors, people who have already done it. Now, I've also asked Aiden to be able to present some of his systems and some of his. There's an opportunity to be able to participate in one of Aiden's systems that will actually help you make money online. I want you to do two things. Number one, when he's presenting that, I want you to learn from it, okay? If you want to make money online, you want people to be able to sell something because that's one of the greatest ways to be able to learn how to make money online. And number two, I want you to seriously consider it because I talked before bringing Aiden out, I actually talked to some students of his programs and they vouched for him and said, you know what? Look, Aiden does a lot of volume. I know a lot of guys don't know him as well, but trust me, his stuff actually does work for the masses. So I'm always looking for systems, software, courses, teachers, anything that can help you make money. If it helps you make money and it's good, I'm going to endorse it. So that's what I want you to do. Then I'll come out at the end and I will kick it with you guys and we're going to go ahead and give away some free gifts. So I don't want to take away any more of Aiden's and Steve's time. So with that being said, I'm going to put myself on mute. Aiden, why don't you take the controls away and present your screen and take it from here, everyone. Take good notes. Welcome to the webinar, Aiden.
Sure, thank you. Well, what an intro, guys. We've got a hyperactive audience right here, so thank you for that. We're going to be doing some pretty cool things in this call as well. We're going to be giving away some cash in a few minutes' time. You're going to be seeing a website that earns $600,000 per year. This is one of my websites. You're going to be seeing another website. It's a brand new website. It's earned over $1,000 in the last 6 days. It was launched 6 days ago. You're going to see how you can get results in under 24 hours, guys. So before we do anything else right now, in the GoToWebinar chat box, type what you're currently doing. Are you retired? You work in a day job? What online businesses are you doing? Are you doing affiliate marketing, selling on Amazon, Kindle, info products, something else? What are you doing right now? You got a day job, working a day job, retired, brick and mortar business, real estate investor, search engine optimization marketing, affiliate, selling on Amazon. Okay, cool. Wow. Great cross-section of people here. Now, we're also going to reward you cash for comments. So we're going to select someone at random at the end of the call, and if you've been participating, leaving comments, then you're going to have more chance to win, okay? Regardless of what you're doing right now, you're going to take some value out of this call, okay, because we're going to be showing our exact system. You're going to see a $600,000 per year website revealed. You're going to see how we can systematically earn $1 per visitor. You're going to see how you can create high-converting websites in just seconds, the 7-step formula we use. You're going to see how some of our students have earned over $125,000 in their first 30 days and much, much more. So quick background on who I am, who my business partner is. My name is Aiden Booth. That's a picture of me on the left right there. I live in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I grew up in New Zealand on a sheep and beef farm. I started internet marketing because I was looking for geographic freedom. I wanted to be able to travel anywhere I wanted, and have money coming in from my online business, okay? Steve Clayton is my business partner. He's married with 2 kids, lives in Key West, United States, and he got started with building an online business in 2003 because he was fed up tired of the corporate world. He was vice president of a Fortune 500 company, and he wanted to change. He wanted to be able to control his own destiny and have the ultimate freedom. That's why he started. We've got 24 years of experience combined. Okay, I've been online since 2005. Steve since 2003. We've been around the block a few times, and we know, we know what works and what doesn't work from experience, right? So everything in this presentation today is based on experience. Okay, nothing theory, it's all based on experience. I'm going to show you two jaw-dropping websites right now. The first earns $263,000 per year, and the second one there, let me just pull that up for you. This is the first one here. Let me just change the date range, give you a bit of a wider view here. This website is 11 weeks old. 11 weeks old. In $78,000. $7,000 in 11 weeks. It's got about a 50% profit margin. Our best day so far is $2,891. That's around about $1,400 profit. That's one website. Here's another website. This one was built on Thursday last week. Since last week, it's bought in $1,157 in 6 days. Hasn't even finished 1 week yet. Okay, guys, so that's what's at stake here. That's why I need you to tune in, pay attention. Just type in the chat box if you're excited about that. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you are pretty excited about what you've seen here. We're going to be showing you the exact system that we use to build these kind of income streams in the blink of an eye. Okay, so $0 to $1,688 per day in 26 days. That's what one of our websites did. This is one of our students' bank accounts. Actually, it's a PayPal account. Type 2 in the chat box. Number 2, if you've got a PayPal account already. Got a PayPal account, type it in the chat box. Okay, cool. If you've already got a PayPal account, then you've got one piece of the puzzle, because PayPal is how we process most of our orders. And if you don't have one, then don't worry, because they're easy to get, and we're going to show you how it all works. 165,000 visitors in 30 days. Do you think you could make some money with 165,000 visitors in your first 30 days? Absolutely you could. Now, a common theme we're going to be going through here is $1 per visitor. That's what we're aiming for. That's our benchmark. $1 per visitor, so keep that in mind. Here's what you need to do right now. Get rid of distractions. Get ready to take some notes. We've got 1 hour of rock-solid content for you guys, and then at the end of that, we're going to be talking about how you can participate with us on a more personal level. Okay, so get rid of distractions. Start taking some notes. Start asking some questions. We've got a ton of content to share with you. So, Steve, can we do a sound check with you, Steve?
All right, got it now. Had a problem with unmute. Okay, Steve Clayton here in Key West. Can you guys hear me? If you could type S in the chat box, that'd be awesome. We can check that out.
There we go. Hey, I'm going to pass the screen over to you, Steve, if you're ready for it.
Yep, that'd be great. Thanks. All right. Let's see. There we go. Finally. GoToWebinar is just sluggish tonight. There we go. Can you see my slides?
Yep, looking good.
Awesome. Thank goodness. All righty. So, Aiden has already shown you some pretty amazing screenshots. You know, you saw a website making over $600,000 a year, made like $1,000 in a few days, and one of our test students, our guinea pigs, as we affectionately call them, making, you know, close to 30 grand in a 30-day period. These are all, you know, some really impressive results, and they all come directly from the method we're going to be talking about tonight. But when we sat around and we said, look, what's the best way to sort of, you know, present this material? What context should we do that's relatable to everyone, you know, a little bit more? Because I think people sometimes it's hard to relate to some of those big numbers. And so we said, well, let's do this. Let's figure out what we truly believe. What is our mission statement? What do we think is possible? What do we think that the average person should be able to do? And, you know, based on our experience with this model and based on running our guinea pig test students through this model, here's what we believe. We believe that every single person who is listening to this training, every single person should be able to build a $100,000 a year business profit, okay, in 60 days or less with one simple website. And frankly, you should be able to beat that. You should be able to beat the 100,000, and you should be able to beat the 60 days, okay? So that's what we believe, and we believe it passionately and strongly, and I think, well, I hope, by the end of our little talk here, I think you'll see just how passionate we are about that and how much we stand behind that. So in order to do that, you need, 3 things. Aidan's going to talk about 7 steps, but to leverage those 7 steps, you need these 3 things, to act upon. All right, you need the right product, and we're going to see. If you pay attention, you're going to see examples of products that we are selling. We're going to talk in general about what kinds of products, but you're going to see real ones because you're going to see real websites that are making sales like now as we're speaking to each other here, okay? So you need the right product. You need a platform that converts, and you're going to see an example of the websites that we're talking about here. And its job is to, hey, convert visitors into buyers. And finally, you need reliable targeted traffic. But that's really an oversimplification, okay? Because we've got a pretty big ask of the traffic. It needs to be a lot more, frankly, than just reliable and targeted. We need to be able to achieve something in the traffic area that, in my opinion, has been unattainable prior to this. And I've been around a long time. I've been around since the beginning, unfortunately. So I've seen them all, and I've seen the good and the bad. And we have never been in a position like this where we can get what I call, kind of the unicorn or the holy grail of traffic. We can get a lot of it, we can get it cheap, and we can get it very high quality. It converts into sales, okay? This is a position we've not been in it before. We've been able to get maybe 1 or 2 of those things, but not all 3 together. And it's really key, because without that, there's no way I can stand up in front of you virtually and say, hey, yeah, you can build a $100,000 a year profit business in 60 days or less. I just couldn't do it. So I'll make my case as to why I think things are different and how that works. So for the product, we are absolutely talking about a model where we sell physical products online. And I'm certain that you guys have heard a lot about that over the years, last couple of years, with good reason. Okay, and good reason because the model rocks. It's fantastic. We love it, and we sell millions of dollars a year of physical products online. We run a multi-million-dollar business with about 5 or 6 different revenue channels, and physical product sales in the traditional model makes up about 1/3 of the profits of our company. So it's pretty significant for us. So we love the model. However, there's a pretty big weakness in the model, and that is that you got to buy all this inventory up front. Okay, you got to spend this money up front, and it can take a very long time for the money to cycle through. The whole sales cycle is sell the inventory over a couple months' time, and maybe takes 30 days for Amazon to pay or whoever you're using. You have to worry about order fulfillment, even if you're outsourcing it. You got to worry about inventory levels, reordering, all that kind of stuff. So what we're talking about here tonight is a model that preserves all of the good of this business model, of which there is, oh so much, and gets rid of this one huge weakness. Because the model we're talking about here tonight is one in which you don't have to buy 500 units up front. You don't have to buy 200. You don't even have to buy 1 unit up front, right? And we'll make clear how that happens as we go through this presentation. So what kind of products are we talking about? We are talking about products that are already selling online. We don't have a lot of time, right? We've got 60 days to build a real business, a business that is not a flash in the pan, but a real stable business. We don't have time to be an inventor. We don't have time to invent a market. Let's just make it easy, and let's sell something that's already selling online. There's already a market. It has to be Facebook friendly, because I'm going to make the argument that the place that we're going to get our unicorn of traffic, our holy grail of traffic, is on Facebook. It's not that Facebook is the only traffic source. We use all of them. Maybe not all, but damn near, okay? But it is the path of least resistance, and it is the place where we can get this magic combination, and we can get it quickly. So we have to use that if we're going to accomplish this lofty goal, right? So the product has to be Facebook friendly. It has to have an audience there, and it can't be weapons or explosives or something. It's got to be good margins. So even though we don't have to buy these products up front, we are ultimately going to have to pay a supplier or a manufacturer. So we better make sure that we can make a profit, right? And we need a hungry audience. So it can't just be selling. We want it to be selling well. We want there to be a lot of demand for this product. So we get the product. Now, and again, if you're paying attention, you're going to see examples real. Well, hell, you'll see real examples right now. These are real examples of products. So the next thing we need is a platform, and this platform has to do two really, really important things. The first is it has to convert visitors. It has to make sure that as many visitors as it can, it turns those visitors into buyers of anything, something. The second thing it has to do, and it's just as important, is that it has to make sure that for all of those buyers, it sort of optimizes and makes sure that they buy as much as possible. Okay, and the two things are really, really important to track. And you can see here's an example of one of our sites. It sells some cheap things, but overall, the order values are quite high. In addition to a lot of, so this is a website that's doing its job. It's doing two things: converting visitors into buyers, and then of those buyers, making sure that they buy a lot. Okay, that's key. The other thing is, again, to harp on this whole, we don't have a lot of time here. We've got a goal that we got to meet, and we need to make sure that we don't spend our time building like the Mona Lisa of websites. It's not important. You don't need it. We don't want to write a 20-page long-form sales letter. We don't want to take a copywriting course. We don't want to write blog posts or articles or any of that crap. We'd like to do as little content as we possibly can. Luckily, that's what we can do with these, because these things work best when they are mostly image-based. The traffic is such, and the way that this funnel is set up, they work best when they're mostly image-based websites. You've got images of the product itself from the manufacturer or supplier. You've got sort of short bulleted product descriptions and a buy button. Okay, put those things together, and that's what works best, which is great because that's easy to build, and it's quick to build, and it's quick to add products. Right? Now here's where it gets interesting, because here's where I'm going to make a pretty big case here. I told you we need a big ask here. Okay, in order to make this all happen, in order to build a $100,000 a year profit business in 60 days or less, we need some magic to happen in the traffic area, and we need to achieve what we have not been able to, since this whole internet marketing thing started. And I believe that we now can, and we can do it with Facebook. And so I would say that we're not in a golden age for marketers, we're in the golden age for marketers. Okay, and why is that? So I'm going to tell you why. And I'll make my case, because I think you're probably going to think I'm nuts when I first tell you. I believe the reason is that Facebook went public. All right? And Facebook going public has directly resulted in our ability to be able to get this unicorn, this holy grail of traffic, where we can get a lot of it cheap and highly converting. So let me explain and make my case. When they went public, they realized that, damn, we got to make a lot of money now, okay? And not only do we have to make a lot of money, we have to make more money, year to year, quarter to quarter, because that's what Wall Street expects. There are crazy expectations, from Wall Street on Facebook. And so they said, well, it's a little bit of an issue because we don't actually make anything to sell, and we don't charge for our service. So obviously, the only thing we can do is sell advertising. Good thing that pretty much everyone on the planet that has a credit card is on Facebook, okay? So we have a captive audience. We ought to be able to do something. But in order to make the amount of money that Wall Street commands, in order to keep making incremental, more and more each quarter, each year, in order to do that, we have got to develop the absolute best advertising platform that man has ever seen. Because that's the only way we're going to recruit that kind of money, that we're going to convince customers to spend that kind of money on advertising with us. And who are the customers? It's me and it's you. Okay? And Facebook knows we need to make these customers happy. Because if they're happy, they're going to spend a lot of money with us. And so then we'll meet our financial objectives. So Facebook's success, in a way, kind of depends on making me happy, which seems like a pretty good position for me to be in. And I'll tell you what, it's already paying off in spades. Because, a few years back, they said, well, how are we going to make those customers happy? How are we going to make Steve happy? Well, Steve's happy and by getting an incredible return on the investment that I spend on advertising. Steve is happy if I can get the unicorn of traffic, if I can get a lot of it, if I can get it cheap, and I can get it high quality that it converts, right? I can't believe that I'm talking about myself in the third person, but here it is. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Down here at the bottom, and let's not worry about anything except the bottom row for a moment. What that's showing is that we spent $136.43 on advertising. And for that advertising spend, we got visitors to our website. And those visitors converted. Remember, the job of the website is to convert, and they bought stuff, and they created revenue to the $1,250.42. Now that is, metaphorically speaking, like Facebook saying, hey, I'm going to give you $8 for every dollar you give me, right? I mean, you can do it one directionally, some close to that. Every dollar you give me, I'm going to give you $8 back. Now, I'd like to ask you guys a question, and I'd like you to type it into the chat box here. If somebody says, hey, I got a deal for you. Every dollar you give me, I'm going to give you $8 back. How many dollars are you going to give this person who's offering that deal? Yeah, a lot of people typing in 1 and a lot of zeros, a million, 100,000, and the obvious answer, right? Every single dollar you have. Not just that you have, but you'll be getting your parents to give you dollars. You'll be breaking into the kids' piggy banks if you have them, and you'll be diving into the couch for spare change. I mean, every single dollar you're going to give to this deal, and that is the value proposition that Facebook has got to create, or at least has got to create the environment that can exist, right? Or we're not going to give them all our dollars, and then they're not going to make their money, and Wall Street's not going to be happy, and but our interests are all aligned. It's capitalism at its best right now. Okay, that's the beauty of this. So what did they do to try to implement this? Because I'll tell you, 3 years ago ish, maybe 4 years ago, somebody come to me and asked me about Facebook traffic. I would have said, meh, it's okay, right? I mean, I can get a lot of it. I can get it cheap. It's not the best converter in the world, right? But they have been busy, let me tell you, behind the scenes. And they have done it. They have created the best advertising platform ever seen. And what it allows us to do, it empowers customers like me and like you. It empowers us to implement an iterative advertising optimization strategy, which is 100 times harder to say than it is to do, okay? And all it is it allows us to take an audience. We start with a bigger audience. We start with, let's market to people. If we're marketing, let's say we're marketing yoga socks. Okay, well, let's market to all the people that like Lululemon, okay, which is a yoga brand. It allows us to start with an audience, a bigger audience, and simply break that audience up into chunks. We figure out which chunk makes us the most money, which chunk gives us the most dollars back for each dollar we give Facebook. And when we find the winners, we give that chunk all of our dollars. Okay? That's what the platform allows us to do. Let me give you a quick example. An easy way to break your audience up into chunks, and you're going to see a few here, is gender. So let's say we take our big audience and we say, you know what, we're going to compare the men to the women. Which are better? Which are giving us more dollars back for our dollar? Well, in this case, and there's a bunch of different ways to measure that. Three that we focus on: conversion rate, the return on investment that we saw right here, how much revenue you're getting back in ratio to how much you spend, and then also how much you earn per visit. But we'll get into that in a second. Let's just look at conversion rate. Here we can see that the men only converted 3.39%, but the women converted 8.9%. Well, heck, I'm going to give all my dollars to the women because I'm going to make more money. That math is better. Okay, so we can't teach the optimization strategy. It's a very easy to learn system. It's very it's a checklist based, paint by numbers, very reproducible system. All right, and if you're paying attention, you're going to see a lot of the different components because the concept is very easy. Take your audience, break it into chunks, see which chunks give you the most dollars back for your dollar, and give those chunks all your dollars. And you will inevitably find a chunk that will give you a lot of dollars back. Almost always. Almost always. Okay? Now, you may be asking yourself also, why isn't everybody doing this? Why aren't people tripping over cash in the hallway? I'd be asking myself that. It's because people are lazy. I mean, people just don't, or they get paralyzed by analysis. They don't have a checklist to go through, and they just see the power of the platform, and they're just overwhelmed. But mostly, I think it's just because people just are like, I mean, look, imagine this. Imagine somebody who, is marketing yoga socks. Do you think it's possible that you might find a lazy internet marketer who goes and just markets to the whole population, and is maybe he's getting $1.25 back from Facebook for every dollar? But if he simply broke up his audience into chunks, he would see that the women are way better. And just stop advertising the men, for crying out loud. Just give all your dollars to the women. There's a hidden message in there, I'm certain. Okay? The platform that Facebook has is becoming more and more powerful every single day. Okay? To the extent that now, not only can we look at the individual chunks and see which chunks we want to give all our dollars to, we can see where the chunks intersect. Okay, I mean, and don't worry if this confuses you, okay, or you don't understand what I'm talking about here, because I just want you to understand the concept. And the concept is that you have this power to find chunks that create an environment where if you give $1, you'll get $8 back, or something as good as that, and then you want to give it all your dollars. We can even target the intersection of chunks. Here we're looking at chunks that like these airlines and chunks that like these guides, and maybe we try and target just the intersections, just this beige area here. And here's another couple ways to break your chunks apart: by device type and by ad position. Okay. Now here we went from going from return on investment. You'll see this one over here is earning 37 cents per visitor in profit. Okay. So, and then over here is $1.09. Now I'll tell you that we would have been dancing in the street for 37 cents a few years ago. All right, and that means profit. So you basically take the profit that you're making for 100 people that come to the site, after you back out the cost of goods and also the advertising, take the profit divided by that 100, and that's how much you make on average per person that visits as far as profit goes. We would have been thrilled with 37 cents. And now we don't get out of bed for $1 because we now have this power to look at the individual chunks and decide which ones we want to go with and decide which ones we want to give all our dollars to. Now over on the right, this chunk is giving us $1.09. Okay, now you're starting to get my attention. How many visitors do you need if you're making $1 per visitor in profit to get to $100,000 a year? 274 per day on average. That's like, one cat video, right? I mean, that's not what we do, but you know what I mean, order of magnitude. Okay? Here's that same example, and we've taken a look at not only conversion rate, but what does conversion rate mean to our profit? Well, the men were only converting at 3.39%. So we were only getting 67 cents for every man that visited the site. The women at 8.9 were contributing $2.25. So who do I want to give all my dollars to? And if I was giving all my dollars to both before, I was leaving a lot of money on the table, right? And normally it's not even this good. Normally you start breaking up chunks and you see, man, if I'd given my dollar to all the chunks, I'd be losing money. Okay? But if you follow this simple, reproducible process, checklists, paint by numbers based, and you take your audience and you break it up into chunks, predefined ideas on how you break up your audience, you will almost always find a chunk that you want to give your dollars to. Okay. Here's the situation that happens quite often where here we're looking at ad position, and we got two chunks. They both work. They both rock. I'll give both chunks all my dollars. I'll get as many clicks as I can, and I'll milk it for as long as I can because it's all good. The math is always going to be good. Here we're back to the return on investment. So we look at that ratio between what you spend and what you get back in revenue. 2.9, 4.7, 5.9, 3.5. These are not outliers. These are not the exception. These are the norm. As long as you break your audience up. And how did we break it up? We saw by gender, we saw by device type, we saw by ad position. I mean, I'm practically teaching the whole thing here. And there's one more. Age. It's another obvious one. Here's an example from a very profitable campaign we were running, and yet we're going to do the work. We're going to do that extra step because our last step in this scenario said that we should break, we should break our audience into chunks by age group. Because you know what? Maybe this age group at the top, maybe these pesky 45 to 54-year-olds, of which I am unfortunately a member, maybe they're not buying our stuff, man. You know, they're dragging us down. But as it turns out, they're not. Everybody's good. $7.5 back, 5.1, 9.1, all good, all day long. That math always works. All three of these chunks get all my dollars. Many as they'll take. Okay? Are you guys seeing the power of this? I mean, just give me a little, you know, like yes, or I'm crazy, or and also I'm interested in feedback on, you know, like my whole idea about or thought about the fact that it's Facebook going public. That because I say that to some people and people think I'm insane, but I really hope I made the case. You know, they have to make all this money, and they know that the only way to do it is to make the customers happy, and that's me, and that's you. They got to make us happy, and the only way that makes me happy, the only way that makes you happy, is if I spend money, I can get money back. I get a return on my investment. Otherwise, I'm not going to spend the money. I'm not going to give you my dollars. Damn it, right? So the simple concept of starting with an audience, okay, and breaking that audience into chunks, and seeing which audience gives me the most dollars back for my dollar, and then giving that chunk all my dollars is what makes the magic happen. That's what brings the insane amounts of profit. And also, you know, the ability to do this so quickly. So at the end of the day, the math is driven by these three things. All right, it's the cost per click. How much does it cost to get a visitor to the website? It's the conversion rate. It's, you know, of those people that go, how many convert to sales? And then finally, it is of those people that buy something, how much do they buy? Okay? And, you know, it's these three things that create this perfect storm. You know, we pick the right products. We have, you know, Aiden's going to talk more about this, but we've got, you know, a product database filled with, you know, 1.5 million products now, damn close. And, you know, you pick the right, you pass a sniff test, you test them out, and make sure that they're going to work with this model. You get a platform that converts, you get the right kinds of websites that work real well with this traffic. And then it's this other set of events and market conditions and time in history, and it's all this stuff, right? And it's this perfect storm that creates this amazing opportunity to get involved in this, and also allows me to stand up here and truly believe that anybody listening to this and following this step-by-step process can build a $100,000 a year profit business at least in 60 days or less with one website. It's an amazing time. You know, I don't have to tell you guys, you know, this internet thing's here to stay. There's no ceiling on e-commerce. I mean, 5.6 billion per day. It's just growing. Facebook, please. I mean, it's, you know, everybody wants to see cat videos, right? So, I mean, everybody with a credit card is on Facebook. So just to bring this home, you know, this is the traditional business model, okay, for selling physical products online. And again, I want to stress, we freaking love this. We manufacture in China. We love the brand building. We have an office in China. Aiden and I are heading to China, to our office there, in less than a week. And it's a big deal. It's a third of the profit of our multi-million-dollar company. And we have like 5 or 6 different revenue channels. So it's a big deal to us, but it's got this big weakness, right? You got this, you know, our hero here, and he's not happy. And he's not happy, right? Because the first thing he has to do when starting a new business is he has to spend money, and that sucks. So he's got to spend, let's say, $2,000, $3,000 to get inventory, and then it just takes forever, you know, for that to come back to him. You know, it's got to go to the manufacturer, it's got to be made, it's got to be shipped from overseas most of the time, it's got to end up maybe at Amazon, it's got to be put into inventory to sell, take months to sell that inventory often, then 30 days later you get paid. For crying out loud, I mean, it's a long process to make that all happen, okay? And, you know, you're always chasing this cash flow dragon here, and God forbid, let's say you've got a product that sells really well, you made a good choice. You're happy for like a second, and then you realize, well, crap, I'm going to run out of stock. And before I even get close to my original investment back, never mind a return, what do I need to do? I need to put more money in because I need to place another order, and it's probably going to be a bigger order. So you're just constantly chasing your tail. And I tell you what, even us you know, we've been doing this for a long time. And my orders, I do all the wire transfers for our company. And when I place an order, it's not $3,000. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. And every time I have to make a wire transfer like that, a little piece of me dies. Because as a business owner, I hate sending cash out the door when I know it's going to take so long to get back to me with a return. Right? I hate that. Can't stand it. But that's the weakness of this model. So think about the model that we're talking about here. Okay? Much, much better. What happens? Well, the visitor goes to the website and they buy, a couple products worth $5, 2 widgets for $5. So that's $10 in the cart. They go to the checkout page, and we add $4.95 for shipping and handling. So they get $14.95 in the cart. They press the buy button, and our hero, he's now a happy guy. Why is he happy? Because the first thing he gets to do instead of spend money is he gets to make money. Immediately he gets $14.95. Immediately, before he does anything else. So he gets the $14.95. He goes over to the supplier and he says, "Hey, Joe Smith just ordered 2 of these. I'm going to pay you $2.50 each. Here's $5. I'm going to pocket the $9.95 for my trouble. And here's Joe Smith's information. Send it out to him, please." So the supplier takes care of all of it. Our hero never sees the product. It's 100% hands off. Doesn't have to order 200 units up front. Doesn't order 1 unit up front. Doesn't order anything until he gets money. It's a beautiful cash flow arrangement. Okay? Doesn't have to deal with any of the cash flow issues. Doesn't have to deal with inventory. Doesn't have to deal with order fulfillment or any of that stuff. All right? And I'll tell you, lest you guys think that this is some kind of weird business model or unsustainable one or one that's not going to be around or it's shady or something. This is the direction that we've been headed for decades. It's called, you can look this up, it's called just-in-time manufacturing or just-in-time supply chain. And retailers, it's inefficient. Retailers don't want to stock, all sorts of inventory. They want to get it and pay for it right when the customer orders it. And it goes all down the chain. The manufacturers, they don't want to make it until an order is placed, okay? And the raw materials people that gather the raw materials, they don't even want to go get raw materials until somebody places an order, until a manufacturer says they want to make it. You think Tesla's making like tons of cars in advance? No. They're making them when people order them, okay? This is the business model of the present and the future, and it's only now since we've got, the internet and telecommunications and robotics, but this is, that it's really starting to be realized. But this is where we've been headed for decades. And so this is a business model that's going to stand the test of time, which is great because it's better.
So we're getting just a ton of feedback in the chat box there, Steve. Tons of comments, and we've got hundreds and hundreds of people on the call. I'm going to take the screen back from you and start going into a little bit more detail about everything that you've said and expanding on a few things here. Guys, just give us some feedback in the chat box. Type number 1 in the chat box if you are absolutely loving this, if you're getting some amazing information from this, and you've got a few light bulbs going off inside your brain right now. This is giving you a few ideas about the power. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is exactly what we're doing right now to earn huge amounts of money on our websites. I'm going to show you a couple of websites in just a second here. There's something that happens in this process that makes your results absolutely 100% inevitable. At the very beginning of this process, what we do is we test the system. Okay, we test not the system, but a specific product. So let's say you're selling baseball caps and you want to know if it works or not. You can test it on day 1 of the system. That makes your results inevitable. That means it's no longer a game of chance. You can control everything and it works fast. Your earning potential is huge here. We're talking about going from $0 to $1,688 per day in 26 days. Do you guys want to see this website? Do you want me to go over and actually show you this website? Type yes in the chat box if you want that, and I'm going to do it. Type yes in the GoToWebinar chat box. If we get at least half of you on the call typing that in, I'm going to go over there and actually show you a website which makes $600,000 per year. This is a website which I set up about 11 weeks ago. Okay, let's go over there and do it. So this here is the website. This is a website, and as you can see, it's got a big image at the top. It's got other images down here. If you look at these, you'll see that some products sell for $2.25, others for $36, others up to $499. So this is about the outdoors. It's about camping, the outdoors, and things like that. Okay. Now, how long do you think it would take you to build a website like this? Would it take you a day? Would it take you 5 days? Would it take you 2 weeks? Would it take you 5 hours? Just type it in the chat box. So we've got some people saying 1 day, some people saying a few hours, some people saying 5 days. Now this website here was actually built in about 10 seconds, and I'll tell you why. It was built in 10 seconds because we've got a special piece of software that helps us build it. We type in the name, we press a couple of buttons, and boom, it's installed. Okay. Now you might be thinking, okay, well that's great, but what about the individual products? Well, we've got, as Steve mentioned, we've got a database of over 1.4 million products. You can suck them into your website at the click of a button. Okay, so you get all the images immediately. They just get pulled in right from the supplier, and you can set everything up, and it can just make you a huge amount of money. So what I want to do right now is I want to give away some cash. Okay, I'm going to give away $200 cash. We're going to choose someone that's going to win $200 cash, and I'm going to just give me 1 second here. I'm just checking something out for my question, and I'll tell you what the question is going to be here in just a second. Just get ready to type in the chat box because I'm going to ask a question in just a moment, and I want to know the answer. I want you to type in the answer, and I just am working out what the actual answer is myself. So get ready. Get ready to type it in the chat box. So, guys, this website, I've told you it makes a huge amount of money. A huge amount of money, okay? Based on the April results, how much money is it making on a per year basis? So based on the first 13 days of April, what's the average that we're making per year? Type it in the chat box. First person to get it right wins $200. And we've got... Okay, I'm going to give you a clue here because we've got literally hundreds and hundreds of answers like rolling in here. I'm going to give you a clue. It's between 600,000 and 650,000. It's somewhere in that range. Just type it in. Okay, it looks like we're getting a ton of questions. Okay, I'm going to go over and show it to you now, and we're going to try to dig up the right answer in just a moment. So what I've done here is I've set this to the 1st of April. To today, the 13th of April. Now remember, today is just a half day, okay, because we haven't finished yet. Now the average gross sales is 1,671. 1,671. If I multiply that by 365, we get 609,000. So the first person, it's actually closer to 610,000. So the first person to type in 610,000, and we literally had just a ton of people typing that in. The first person to type that in is going to walk away with $200 cash, okay? And I'll ask Steve to hunt for that person. Now, that's one website, guys. Pretty exciting, right? Now, here you can see some days above $2,200. We get 50% profit margins on this website. This here is the brand new website. This one sells some interesting little gadgets and knickknacks, a whole range of different types of things. And on this website, you'll see, some things are $3.99, others are, $48. Again, full spectrum of costs here. And this is a brand new website set up just 6 days ago. This website went live on Thursday. Thursday last week, it went live. Okay. Brand new, brand spanking new. We earned $14 on the first day. Now we would have earned more, but the website was launched at 9 p.m. at night. The second day we earned $29. The third day we earned $62. The fourth day, $198. Yesterday, $382. Today so far, $231. Now, again, keep in mind that this is running at around about a 45% profit margin, this website. So if it's done 1,157, we've done around about $500 profit in the first 5 days. Is this exciting to you guys? Are you seeing the power here? This is game changer, right? This is absolute game changer, and this is what's at stake here. So first 7 days of the Outdoors website, it did $357. First month, $14,599. Here's how it works. Super simple. What we start with is a simple website. We install the website. Once the website's up, we run a really simple Facebook ad. Now, these are all based on templates, okay? All based on templates. Here you can see one ad, and this particular ad took less than 5 minutes to set up. I timed myself. It took 4 minutes and 30 seconds to set this ad up because it's based on a template. Now, you run the simple Facebook ad. Some people are going to click on it. They're going to come to your website and they're going to buy. Some people. When someone buys, you get the money instantly in your PayPal account. Instantly. And that also, our special system triggers a message to the supplier that says, hey supplier, you've got to send the product to George. He lives in San Francisco. You never touch the product and you don't pay for it in advance. Okay, it's a simple system. Now, some common questions we get are, what about if you get a product return? Well, this is a non-issue. The reason it's a non-issue is because we get less than 1% product returns. So, in fact, we get about 1/3%. So if we sell 300 products, we normally get about 1 return. So we sell thousands and thousands of dollars worth of products. That's how much money we make, and we get 1 return. So returns are part of doing business. They're not an issue. They can be sent to you. They can be sent to a mail forwarding company, which will send them anywhere. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can run this business. Another question we get is, where do you find suppliers? Well, there's a whole range of different places you can get them. We've actually built a database with over 1.4 million products and suppliers in it. And the suppliers can be based anywhere. In the United States, they could be based in China, in the UK, Europe, South America. Do you need to negotiate with suppliers? No, you don't. All the suppliers are waiting to do business with you. This is their business model. We are using their business model. And these suppliers are willing to sell you one at a time, one product at a time. Do you need to be located in the United States? Nope. You can run it from anywhere. Who does the fulfillment? The suppliers do. It's a really powerful system. Okay? It's very easy to scale. The earning potential for each website is virtually limitless. How many of these websites do you think you would need? I mean, I showed you one website that earns us $610,000 per year. You know, 1 or 2 of those websites, you'd probably be hitting your financial goals, right? It's unlikely you're going to max them out. We use PayPal to take our orders. In November, you can see $99,000 came in. December, $117,000. January, $391,000. Month after month after month. February, $63,000. March, $78,000. This is just one of our PayPal accounts. Here's another one of our PayPal accounts. 1st of March to the 15th of March, $16,000. You can see a bank account in there. Couple of $1,000s rolling in day after day after day after day. Okay, this is the big opportunity online right now, and you can piggyback on this major trend and build a big business very quickly, starting right now, exploiting the amazing targeting potential of Facebook. Now, most online sellers have no idea how to do this stuff. That gives you a huge advantage because you can swoop in and clean up. Now is the time to build a life-changing, real business. Okay, you've got 2 paths. One is that you can go it alone. Now this is doable. You'll have some bumps in the road and you'll need a lot of trial and error. It's going to take you probably a lot longer than you realize. This is the path that I took. It took me 24 months, 2 full years, to earn my first $100,000. And this is while I was working a 9-hour day job that I hated. I was getting up at 4 a.m. every morning. I was living in New Zealand, in Auckland at the time. I was building my business through trial and error. For me, it felt like I was 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards. Maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you feel like, you know, you've been in that situation where you're just struggling to hit your potential, right? Unfortunately, a lot of people go through that. 8 to 12 weeks, this is the time that it takes our most dedicated students to hit a $100,000 per year run rate when nothing else would work for them. 53 days, that's how long it took Brent to earn $74,653 using the exact same method. John earned $125,743 in 30 days. Being able to follow in the footsteps of people who have already done what you want to do is one of the fastest paths to success. The people I just showed you here, they didn't have any special expertise in e-commerce or in internet marketing. They just had the ability to follow a proven game plan. And you can start this real business today regardless of what you're currently doing. So if you're currently a student, if you're retired, if you're doing affiliate marketing, selling info products, selling e-commerce, selling t-shirts, working a 9-to-5 job, it just doesn't matter. We've sold millions, literally millions and millions of dollars of online products, physical products in the past decade. But what really inspires us to keep driving forward at the cutting edge of online business is helping amazing people like you to get life-changing results. Hearing heartwarming messages from our students never gets old. Here's John again. Again, just a regular guy from North Carolina. In my first 30 days, I made over $125,000 in sales. Working with Aidan and Steve has changed my business in a way that no one else has ever been able to do before. It's a complete game changer. Everything keeps improving on a month-to-month basis. This is Rob Cole. He lives in the UK. He says, I've managed to grow my business from virtually nothing to about $10,000 per month. This is Adrian in Las Vegas. Since working with Aidan and Steve's program, my online business has grown from nothing to the point where it allows me to pay for my daughter's private school and my other daughter's daycare. It's growing every week. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. These are regular people getting life-changing results. What about what Mark says? I earned $18,000 in my first month. After 6 months, I've now earned $160,000, and my goal is $300,000 in sales in my first year. Patrick and Kelly in Australia. We went from $0 to $20,000 a month. James in the UK. In 6 months, I've built a $10,000 per week business. Brent, $2,000 a day. Karen and Joe in Los Angeles. $20,000 per month profit. Chris, $3,000 per profit. Now, one of the reasons that our students are able to do so well with this is because we've got this unique thing called test beds. Now, unlike most online systems, our unique method, you can test profitability at the very beginning of the process. It's a game changer. It allows you to see what works and what doesn't work very quickly and then turbocharge your results. It's unlikely that you would have ever seen this sort of methodology before. We can know with 100% certainty if a certain product is going to sell at the very beginning of the process. Now, anyone can do this. We have training webinars every week, and we get these kind of comments coming in every single week from people who are making big strides forward. It works for anyone. There's no barriers to entry. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what experience you've got. It doesn't matter if you've failed 100 times in the past. Glass ceiling to the income you can earn. Remember, I showed you a $600,000 per year website. And specifically what we are talking about is going from $0 to $274 per day in 60 days. All you have to do is follow the proven formula. We want you to be the next success story, and we are certain that you can do it. We've put together a complete package of training, tools, and hand-holding support to give you everything you need to change your life with this business right now. Everything you need to build this business for yourself is included in our 100K Factory Edition program. It can give you unlimited family time, a secure retirement, allow you to be your own boss, work from home. Maybe you want to allow your husband or your wife to quit their job. Maybe you want to give your kids the opportunities that you never had. You get the financial freedom, the location freedom, and the time freedom to live life on your terms. 100K Factory Ultra Edition has got 3 phases. The first phase is cash flow, cash injection, going from $0 to $274 profit per day in 60 days. In this whole training presentation so far, we've only spoken about phase 1 because that's exciting enough. In phase 2 and 3, we've ramped things up. So why would you stop at $274 profit per day? Heck, you could be earning $3,000 profit a day. You just need to automate and expand, and that's what we do in phase 2 and 3. In the first 8 weeks, everything we've discussed so far is what you'll be doing. You'll be doing in the first 8 weeks. You'll be going through this process. You start with choosing a product and then testing the profitability. The first steps are to choose a product. We show you how to do this. Test the profitability. We show you how to do this. Set up your store. It takes 60 seconds using our special software. Use a micro budget. Use a micro Facebook advertising budget. Send a few visitors and see how it all works, and then you just scale up from there. We've got 6 key components here. The first is the 100K code. This is how you go from $0 to $100,000 in 60 days. That's the blueprint, that's the recipe that we use. The second is the 100K command center. This is your push button dashboard. This is your one-stop management dashboard that allows you to install your websites and manage your whole business from one place. You've got the 100K case study. This is a 12-week live demo, step by step. Okay, the 100K converter. This is what turns your websites into conversion machines. And the 100K coaching. This is 1 year of direct access to us. And the big announcement here today is that we've also got a live event. This is a live streamed 2-day success summit. I'll give you more details about that in just a moment. Every part of the system is designed to help you succeed faster. So the 100K code, that's pillar number 1. This is the secret recipe. This is the step-by-step instructions showing you how to do it. Phase 1 is about going from $0 to $274 per day in 60 days. In phase 2 and 3, we're going to double, triple, quadruple your income and scale up. Pillar number 1, the 100K code's got a value of $2,990. Pillar number 2 is the 100K command center. The command center is what's going to allow you to build your website in seconds. You've got 0 chance of setting this up wrong, okay? Because the machine, the command center, will do it for you. There's a module in there as well, and I might give you a sneak peek at this towards the end of the call. What it allows you to do is scan and identify the best product opportunities and then suck them into your website. You can sort through over 1 million products using our special criteria. Module 3 is about automated fulfillment. Okay, so you get an order, this is what's going to automatically fulfill it. Module 4 is a cloud-based graphic design suite. It creates captivating images in seconds, and it's another hugely beneficial time saver. The 100K Command Center has cost us over $30,000 to develop. It's got a value of $2,997. Pillar number 3 is the 100K Case Study. This is a comprehensive 12-week training program to show you exactly how to set up your system so that you can make 100% hands-off income. Also, on top of that, you're getting weekly milestone checkpoints. We're going to know exactly where you're at. Now, in a decade of teaching thousands of students how to build online businesses, one of the most common things that common feedback that we've got back from people who have eventually succeeded, when I ask them, what was the thing that, made you struggle the most initially? And a lot of them come back and they say to me, look, I didn't have an accountability partner. I was on my own. We can be your accountability partner. The point here is that everyone will get to the finish line. We'll drag you kicking and screaming to the finish line if we want to, if we need to, but everyone will get to the finish line because we've got your back, okay? This is 12 weeks over the shoulder, building out a money-making website. You will see everything. It's got a value of $197 per week for a total value of $2,364. Bill number 4 is the 100K Converter. We've got 5 tools in here. These tools are all designed to turn your website into a conversion machine. Steve spoke a lot about targeted traffic. Well, guess what? Targeted traffic is useless if you can't convert it. You need to have a website that converts, and this is how we ensure that you have one of these websites. The 5 tools are Prospect Hound. This is how you stealthily follow website visitors around your site and use clever prompts to drive more sales. The OTO Coder is next. This is how you can easily exploit one-time offers to earn more from your visitors. This can increase your earnings by 27%. ShareForce allows you to tap into viral shoppers. Social Checker allows you to reduce your cart abandonment 21%. And the Reengager helps you automate visitor retargeting, you a ton of time and complexities, adding 34% to the bottom line. The 100K Converter's got enormous value. It's worth $1,997. And the most important, in my opinion, is the 100K Coaching, because this is 1 year of direct access to us and our team of expert coaches. You've got stamp of approval. This means we'll give you the green light on important marketing decisions. You've got a team of technical experts ready to help you blast through any obstacles you may have. This level of support involves a huge investment of time on our part, and it's got a value of $9,997. I want to put this in perspective for you. We charge $12,000 per year for our one-on-one coaching. And not only are you getting access to us, you're also getting access to all of our team and much, much more. Now, the sixth component, and this is, I think, going to excite everyone here, is the live event. We've got a live event which we're calling the 100K Factory Refinery. This is how you will refine, automate, and scale your income. This is a live streamed 2-day event. We call it the 2-day Success Summit. It's going to be held for a full weekend in June. Now, perhaps the best part of this is that you can participate from anywhere in the world. Okay? We were originally going to set this up and run it in Las Vegas. We had the hotel and everything all arranged. But then we realized that it would mean a lot of people couldn't come because you'd have to pay hundreds, even thousands of dollars to be able to get there, to get hotels. So what we're doing is we're streaming it live. Okay, you can participate from the comfort of your own home. There's no additional cost here. We're going to have expert speakers, special guests, traffic and conversion training, student showcases, case studies, business model expansion plans, physical product training, automation strategies, and much more. I can guarantee you that this is different to anything you have ever seen before. It's got a value of $4,997. Now, there are 3 important limitations, guys, 3 special bonuses which are only available for people who are on this webinar right now. The first is 43 high-impact ads. This is access to 43 ads from our conversion library. These ads are proven money makers, which you'll be able to use as examples to get your campaigns making money faster. You're going to get access to these. You're going to get access to a live training called Brand Building Live. Okay, this is inside access to one of our top secret live training sessions, which was previously restricted to $12,000 per year mastermind members. In this training, you'll discover how we attack competition head on using our unique against the grain methodology. This training has never been shared outside our mastermind before. You're getting access to that, and you're getting access to the Ultra Ecom theme set. Access our own set of private e-commerce templates. We've never given these away to anyone before. These are not part of the 100K Factory curriculum, but you will get them. You can use them on an unlimited number of websites that you make or that you develop in the future. Here's a recap of what you're getting. You're getting the code. Okay, this is the blueprint. This is the recipe. You're getting the command center. This is the software that's going to allow you to run your business with ease. You're getting the case study. This is 12 weeks of step-by-step demonstration. You're getting the converter to turn your website into a money-making machine, and you're getting the coaching, 1 year of direct access to us and our team. And if all that wasn't enough, you're getting live access to the 2-day Success Summit, plus those 3 bonuses. The total value is $26,973. Now, this is not some throwaway software. The stuff that's included in 100K Factory, the tools that we're including, the command center and the converter, these have cost us over $68,000 to develop. Okay, this is extremely limited. We had over 26,000 people sign up to the waiting list. Spaces are going fast, and the doors slam shut tomorrow. Guys, this is not false scarcity. This shuts tomorrow. It may even shut tonight. It's now or never. The training starts on Friday. We don't reopen our programs. We haven't reopened any of our last training programs in the last 5 years. And the reason we do that is because we don't want thousands and thousands of people getting access to the secrets. This has the potential to change your life. You've seen how some of our students are earning at a rate of $29,000 per month, but you won't pay that. You won't pay $14,997 either, even though some of our our best students have earned this in their first month. $9,997. If all this does is allow you to clear your debts, pay the mortgage, pay the rent every single month without ever worrying ever again, would it be worth investing $9,900 in? If all this does is set you up for a comfortable retirement, would it be worth investing $9,997 in? If all this does is give you an extra $5,000 per month for the foreseeable future, would it be worth spending $9,997 in? Hopefully you can see that it would, but we know that that's not affordable to most people. So we're not going to ask you to spend $9,997. It won't even cost you $4,997. You can get access right now for 3 payments of $997, and you can get started for even less. We've got a $494 discount for people that take the instant payment option. The link is on screen there. We're going to give that box in a moment for you guys. It's 100kfactory.com/Chris. We've got a 100% money back guarantee. You've got 60 days to test this thing out for yourself, to see if it works for you. Test it out for yourself. If you're unhappy, if you're unsatisfied, or if you just decide that it's not for you for any reason, we will give you your money back, no questions asked. Now you might be wondering, okay, that's great. I'm 100% covered for the investment in 100K Factory Ultra Edition, but what happens if I follow the training and I just can't get it to work? Well, we've got you covered, because not only do we have a 100% 60-day guarantee, we've also got a $500 cash guarantee on top of this as well. So here's how it works. As long as you follow the step-by-step curriculum without deviation and actively use our stamp for approval and coaching system, we guarantee to buy back your business for $500 if for some weird reason you're unable to make sales. This is how confident we are. Okay, this is how confident that we are. You've got nothing to lose here. You've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. We want to change your life, and we don't want anything to prevent you from giving this a try. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Don't wait any longer. The doors are about to slam shut. They're either going to shut today or at the latest tomorrow. Okay, they could be shut in a few hours' time. Registration period is ending soon. We've got the first training happening on Friday. By waiting just one more day, you're going to give yourself the chance to miss out. Okay. Now, last time we launched a program was 10 months ago. We don't launch programs very often because we're too busy building our own businesses. Okay. 10 months ago we launched a program. It sold out, and we had people begging us to let them in. They've been waiting for 10 months. Don't sit on the sidelines. If you want to change your life, if you want to change your business, jump into this. Do this right now. Don't wait another second. Go to the URL below, 100kfactory.com/Chris. You're going to see 2 buttons at the top of that page. One is for, one of those buttons is for the 3 payments of $997. One is the one-time payment option. Choose the one you want, click the button, fill in your details. You're going to get an email with access to the members area, watch the pre-class materials, and get ready for the kickoff call, which is happening on Friday. You're going to save a huge amount of time. We're talking about condensing your learning curve from years into just 12 weeks. We've got an exclusive bonus for 20 action takers. The first 20 people to jump in, the first 20 people to tell me that they're in, are going to get these bonuses. The first bonus is Bounce Breaker Beta. We've got a software called Bounce Breaker. You're going to get access to this, but not only this, you're going to be part of the beta group. What this means is you'll get full access to advanced new features the moment they're released. You'll get private in-house templates and much, much more. You'll also get Info Product Empire. This is a product that we previously sold for $1,997 about how to make info products to sell online. The special traffic strategy that we use is equally effective sending traffic and making money from info products. So you're going to learn exactly how to do that. You'll learn market research, data analysis, test launching, marketing plans, full-scale launches, ongoing sales, and much, much more. And the third bonus, and this one is huge, is Amazon Physical Product Academy. This is a cocktail containing all the blueprints and best practices that we use to run our 7-figure Amazon physical product business. Now, in this program, 100K Factory Ultra Edition, we're showing you how to make thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of dollars selling physical products on your own website. What we're talking about here is showing you how to transition that into Amazon as well, okay? This training is incredibly valuable. It's only ever been available to people in our special mastermind before, and right now, you can get it included with your purchase. What I want to show you how to do right now is how to sign up. But first, I'm going to read out a list of the names of people that are jumping in right now, because I want you to know that we've got 20 of these bonus spaces left. It looks like at least 15 people have already jumped in. If you are jumping in right now, type in the chat box that you are in. I need to know that you're in. Once you've actually finished your payment, type confirmed if you're in the process. tell me that you're in the process, tell me that you're jumping in, and I'm going to add your name to the special bonus list, okay? So right now, these are the people that have jumped in. We've had Diana, Shane, Dee, Paul, Sheila, Jim, Millicent, Fiona, Nicholas, Andre, Jennifer, Daryline, Judith, Patricia, Stephen, Alexander, Jari, Matt, Carol, Constance, Dale, Todd, Susan, wow. Sumay, Joe, Charles, Grant, Juan, Susan. We've had 25 people jump in already, guys. We've gone past the limit. I'm actually going to double that limit to 40 because I didn't realize how many people were going to be on this call. We limited it to 20 people. We're going to have 40 bonuses. We've had 25, make that 26, 27, 28 people have jumped in. Robert, Willie, DJ, Diana are in. Guys, if you are in, let me know that you're in. The reason that I'm asking you for this confirmation is because we've got a private section in the members area. You're going to get upgraded to that private section. That's where you're going to find all these special bonuses. No one else has access to that. We need to manually upgrade you to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a list of all the people that were on this webinar, and we're going to find the people that said they confirmed. If you said that you're confirmed, then you're in and you're good to go. Okay. Now, guys, you need to write in the chat box the moment that you've jumped in. I'm seeing that Robert O. I'm seeing that Peter, Kathy, Dana, and David are in. We've now got 9 of these left now, guys. These are going to fly off the shelf in the next 2 minutes. If you're in the process right now, tell me that you are in the process. Okay? If you're in the process, I'm going to save one of these 9 spots for you, but I need to know that you're jumping in. Oh, I can see that you're in. Robert, I've saved a spot for you. Sally, I've saved a spot for you. Marsha, I've saved a spot for you. Nam, I've saved a spot for you. Jeffrey, I've saved a spot for you. Jay, I've saved a spot for you. Tyler, I've saved a spot for you. Teresa, I've saved a spot for you. Kim, I'm saving a spot for you. Jason, I'm saving a spot for you. Tom, I'm saving a spot for you. Shams, I'm saving a spot for you. Sal, I'm saving a spot for you. Guys, type your name in the chat box, and all these people that I've said that I'm saving a spot for, I need you to confirm with me once you have finished your payment. Once you've finished, type confirmed. I can see that Tyler, Mel, and Robert just finished. We've got 5 of these bonus spots left right now, so Dee, thank you. Mel, Gwen, thank you. Amy, I've seen that you are in, so Amy, you are in. Tyler, I've said you are in. Mike's in. Guys, we've got 4 of these spaces left right now. We've sold 36 already. So if you want to be one of these people to jump in, then let me know. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you how you actually go and sign up. So it's 100kfactory.com/Chris. That's the special link that you have to go to, 100kfactory.com/Chris. I'm going to type that in up here. And that's going to take you to this page here. Now, on this page here, you've got 2 options. One is a 3-part payment plan. The other is a one-time payment plan. Most people are taking the one-time payment plan. In fact, I'm seeing about 3/4 of the people are taking this. If you take this plan, you save $494. Here's how it works. You click the button. You can see a whole range of different currencies here. Choose your currency. You've got credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, Diners, American Express, Discover, JCB, or you've got PayPal. Okay, so you can easily jump in. As soon as you filled out that form, you are in. Okay, but you have to do it now. Spaces are filling up fast. I don't want you to miss out on those bonuses. Remember, guys, to let me know once you have jumped in. We're going to start taking questions here in just a moment. I just want to read out the new people that I can see that have jumped in. So Robert, Willie, Sal, Tom, Mel, Tyler, Robert, and Amy. You're the new people that have jumped in. Looks like we've got 4 bonus spots left right now. If you're still jumping in, if you're still in the process of jumping in, let me know so that I can save you a seat. So Alma, I'm going to save you a seat. Make sure you get in the next 2 minutes, Alma, and then let me know once you're in. MK says that she is, or he or she is in. Dennis says he's confirmed. Is there a money-back guarantee? Yes, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee, and there's a $500 guarantee on top of that. Okay. Kerry is paying now. So Kerry, I've saved a spot for you. Maria is asking how to get in. Maria, all you need to do is go to 100kfactory.com/Chris. You can pay with PayPal, you can pay with credit card, however you want to pay Nancy. Okay? You just need to jump in right now, guys. It looks like we've got 3 of those bonus spots left now, and I can see that Teresa, Kerry, and Dennis have just jumped in, and they were not included in those, or they were included in those 3. So, guys, we're going to take some questions. I just want to give anyone a chance to jump into this. Now, guys, if you haven't jumped in yet but you want to get in, type a 2 in the chat box. If you haven't jumped in yet but you want to get in, type a 2 in the chat box. I just want to read out a few names. We've got Anthony, Sharon, Alexander, Shams, Sharon, Marcia, Sky, Josh, Yvonne, Harry, Thomas, Christina, Valerie, Mike, Michael, Sidet, Imram jumped in. So we've got 2 spaces left. Alan, David, Charles. Guys, this is shutting down. I just want you to realize the urgency here. This is about to go off the market. It's going off the market either today or tomorrow at the absolute latest. You have to jump in right now or you will miss out. We start the training on Friday. This is an exclusive opportunity unlike anything that you would have possibly seen before. So it really is a case of now or never. Alma, I can see that you are in. Robert says he's logged in, and wow. Guys, we're going to take some questions now, and I've got some more information about this for you in just a second. If you're still in the process of jumping in, please just let me know if you're paying right now. For everyone that typed a 2 in the chat box, if you typed a 2 in the chat box and said that you're not in but you want to get in, just let me know what your reason is why you haven't jumped. So Kerry says, what happens if I can't make the training on Friday? No problem, Kerry. Everything is in the members area. You've got lifetime access to the members area. So if you can't attend something live, it's no problem at all. Okay. Diana says, I'm shaking with excitement and nervousness. I'm so ready for this. That's awesome. Congratulations, Diana. You're going to love this. Erica says, I have to go to the bank and move funds around. Erica, do it as quickly as you can because this is shutting down very soon, maybe even in the next couple of hours. Is this newbie friendly? Absolutely. You bet it is. This is 100% newbie friendly. We've got a step-by-step structure in place, taking you in baby steps from start to finish. We're going to be showing you how to build one of these websites and make money. In fact, we're even going to drag you to the finish line if we have to. I mean, if we have to get in there with you and do some of the work and get you to the finish line, then we'll just do it. We'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to read out some more questions here, guys. We've had Michelle is saying, are there any extra costs once I'm on the inside? Absolutely not, Michelle. There's no upsells, there's no downsells. The other minor things that you will have on the inside is that you'll have to buy 2 websites. Now, domain names cost about $10 each, and you'll have hosting. Okay, Nikki, the training is at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. If you can't attend that live, don't worry, we will have replays. And guys, again, I need your confirmation once you have jumped in here so that I can add you to the special bonus list. So I can see Renee, Robert, and Alma are in. We've got 2 spots left, guys. If you want to be one of those 2 people, type in the chat box right now. I'm going to confirm that space for you. What about Facebook ad budget? We start with micro budgets of $1 to $2 per day. Jane says, why do we need 2 websites? One is for testing and one is your production website. What else do we have here? We've got, what about saturation? Saturation is a non-issue. There's millions of products that you can sell, and there's over 1 billion people on Facebook that you can market to, so that's a non-issue. What else have we got here? How long does it take to make money? Great question. This is the process. The first week you're going to be identifying products that you can sell. The second week you're going to be building your website. As soon as you build your website, then you're going to be able to make money. So week 2 onwards you can be making money. I'm using a Mac. Will the software work? Absolutely. I also use a Mac, Jane. Can I have more than one niche or product? Absolutely, Jeffrey. You can have as many as you want. Some people are saying, well, should we use Shopify or WordPress? It's up to you. You can use either. We recommend WordPress. We've got a customized and optimized WordPress template that we use. That's not going to cost you anything because it's included in the program. If you use Shopify, it's going to cost $29 per website per month. Okay. How long do I have until this is closed? We are closing down very soon, Jay. It's either going to be later tonight or tomorrow at the absolute latest. So this is a case of now or never. Do you assist us in niche selection? Absolutely. No, you don't need Shopify for this. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. You don't have to use Shopify. Guys, if you've just jumped in or are in the process of jumping in, let me know. So, Jay, I've added you to the special list of people getting this bonus. Anne, I'm going to add you to that list as well. We did have 2 spaces left, but I can see more than that are jumping in. So as long as you let me know right now, I'm going to add you to the special list. We are going to take some more questions, but right now what I want to do is just recap some of the most important parts. Okay, so if you're one of these people that typed in number 2 and you're trying to work out if this is the right decision for you, then just listen to what I'm going to say here. Okay. Firstly, you have absolutely zero risk at all because you've got a 100% money back guarantee. All you have to do is go to 100kfactory.com/Chris and you can sign up. 100% money back guarantee. You can test drive everything for 60 days. 60 days is plenty of time for you to start making money. And on top of that, we're also backing you up with $500 cash out of our own pocket. So as long as you follow every step of the training curriculum without deviation and actively use our Stamp of Approval and coaching system, we guarantee to buy back your business for $500 if for some weird reason you're unable to make sales. We have got you 100% covered. You've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. We want to change your life. We want you to jump on this opportunity. We don't want anything to prevent you from giving this a try. That's why we've set you up with this incredible guarantee. Okay? Spaces are filling up fast. We're shutting down either today, tomorrow at the latest. You need to get into this right now or you will miss out. The first training is on Friday. This is not false scarcity, guys. If you come back later, you will miss out. You need to take the leap of faith right now. You need to make a decision. I know that it's scary, but if you want in on this, you need to do it right now. Go to that link below, sign up, take the leap of faith. Let me know once you're jumping in so that I can congratulate you. I can add you to the special bonus list. You're going to save a huge amount of time. Okay, a huge amount of time. We're talking about condensing your learning from years into weeks. We've got these amazing bonuses for the first 20 people. Bounce Breaker Beta, Info Product Empire, the Amazon Physical Product Academy. I mean, this training here alone is worth the price of admission. You're going to see how people like Freddie in South Africa is earning $468 a day. How would you like to be earning $468 a day? You can absolutely do this. You can absolutely do this. I can see that Kristen and Nam have just jumped in as well. This is Freddie. $45,000 profit in the last few months. You're getting the 3 phases of the system. There's no extra costs. It's a simple system. Anyone can do it. Alexander is confirmed. This is a look behind the curtain right now, guys. This is one of our pieces of software. Actually, let me just leave here and I'll go over to the website and I'll actually show it to you. That's how cool it is. This is one of our pieces of software here. I can choose a certain category, luggage and bags. I can put some search filters. I put them in here and I'm going to get a whole bunch of different products shown to me. That's one piece of the software. Another piece of software is this amazing design suite. This is an online cloud-based design system that you can use. This is amazing. You're getting full access to this for life. And this is just one of the more minor tools that we've got for you. We've got a complete command center. Now, inside one of our tools, this one that we're looking at here, you can find products in a flash. You do a search here. I search for baby products. I put the filter between $1 to $10. It's got 1.4 million products in this database. Look at that bib. I can buy that bib for $1.58 and I can sell it for whatever I want to. I can sell that for 20 bucks if I wanted to on my website, and I make a real nice profit off of that. I can add it to my save list. I can edit the information. I push one button and it's on my website. This is incredibly powerful, guys. I'm going to recap the main things that we've got here for you, and then we're going to shut this down for good. Okay, 100K code. This is the recipe. This is the method. This is how you're going to go from $0 to $100,000 in 60 days. The 100K Command Center is next. This is your one-stop management dashboard. The 100K case study. The case study is you're going to watch us building one of these websites right in front of your eyes. The converter, this is the secret weapon that effortlessly converts visitors to buyers. And the 100K coaching. This is coach consultation, stamp of approval, technical support help. Okay, and of course you're getting the live event as well. Okay, now I'm going to go through these in a little bit more detail. This is the last time that I'm going to do this, guys. The last time I'm going to do this, so pay close attention here. Pillar number 1 is the 100K code. This is the top secret recipe that shows you how to build an insanely lucrative business in 60 days. We're talking about injecting cash flow, going from $0 to $274 per day in 60 days, and then scaling up from there. That's got a value of $1,997. The Command Center is a game changer. You can install your website in a matter of seconds. We're talking about complete installation in a matter of seconds. Not only that, but you can identify the best products to sell on your website, suck them into your website, and start selling them. You get automated fulfillment. And the fourth tool will allow you to create captivating images in seconds. I showed you that about 10 seconds ago. Cloud-based, easy-to-use graphic design suite. We've spent $30,000 developing this software. It's got a value of $2,997. Sue just jumped in. Barry jumped in. Dennis jumped in. Guys, if you're jumping in right now, if you're hopping off the fence and hopping on the inside, let me know. A 100K case study is next. This is live, step-by-step, week-by-week training, okay, going from A to Z. This is comprehensive 12-week training program. You're going to see me build a money-making website right in front of your eyes. You're going to be able to make 100% hands-off income. You can move through this at your own pace. You've got lifetime access to the members area, and you're going to see absolutely everything. We've got weekly milestone checkpoints, so we're going to see where you're at, and we'll be able to be your accountability partner if you want it. Okay, this has got a value of $2,364. You're also getting the converter. This is how you're going to turn your website into a conversion machine. It will stealthily follow website visitors around your site using clever prompts to drive more sales. The OTO Coder is next. This is how you can easily exploit one-time offers to earn up to 27% more per visitor. Kerry says she needs an accountability partner, or he. We can be your accountability partner, Kerry. Good on you for jumping in. The OTO Coder, exploit one-time offers. ShareForce, tap into viral shoppers. Social Checker, reduce cart abandonment by 21%. The Re-Engager helps you automate visitor retargeting, saves you time, complexity is 34%. Guys, this is a program unlike anything you have ever seen before. You've got 3 tiers of support, 1 year of direct access to us. Do you think you could succeed online if you had 1 year of direct access to us? We have to limit this in a big way because our time is at stake here. You're getting direct access to Steve, to me, and to all of our team as well. This level of support involves a huge investment on our part. You're also getting access to the event, the 100K Refinery, where you can refine, automate, and scale your business. This is 2 days. It's streamed. You can enjoy this from the comfort of your own home. You can participate from anywhere in the world. It's 100% exclusive to 100K Factory Ultra Edition members. We're going to have expert speakers, special guests, traffic and conversion training, student showcases, case studies, business model expansion plans, advanced physical product training, automation strategies, and much, much more. This is completely different to anything you have ever done or ever seen before. Okay, you're getting these special bonuses, and guys, I'm going to throw in some other bonuses for you in just a second here. Okay, these are new bonuses because these ones have already sold out, but I'm going to give you some new bonuses in case you're jumping in right now. I'm going to tell you what they are in just a moment here. The first bonus is, and this is one of the ones you're getting if you jump in right now. I'm going to give you some more. 43 high-impact ads. These are from our conversion library. These are proven money machines. Copy them and use them on your own business. Brand Building Live. Okay, this is special cutting-edge training that's only been seen by our $12,000 per year mastermind members. The Ultra Ecom Theme Set. Access to our own set of private e-commerce templates. We've never given these away to anyone before. You're going to be getting them. You're getting the whole shebang, okay? You're getting the 100K code. This is the blueprint. You're getting the command center, the case study, the converter, the coaching, the refinery. These things are all designed to do one thing and one thing only, to help you succeed online, to help you build an incredibly lucrative money-making business. Now, I said that I'm going to give you some extra bonuses. So who's jumping in right now? I'm going to give 10 of these bonuses away. Everyone who's already jumped in will get it, but if you're jumping in right now, then I'm going to give you these bonuses as well. So here are the bonuses, guys, and these are only available right now, and I'm going to make these available for a limited period of time as well. Okay, I'm going to make these bonuses available. These are only available for people that jump in the next 4 minutes. I'm putting the 4-minute timer on, and here's how this works. If you jump in right now, you go to 100kfactory.com/Chris. Okay, you can see that there. What I'm going to give you is the Kindle Cashflow Academy. That's got a value of $1,697. This will show you how to build a Kindle income stream in 60 days. $0 to $1,000 per month in 60 days. That's the first thing. The second thing is what we call our Beta Society. This Beta Society, the value is, well, it's invaluable really, but let's say it's got a value of $2,000. The reason it's got such a value is because we are inviting you to be a beta tester on all of our products. Okay, I can't give this away to many people because it's our highest level beta group. Okay, I'm also going to give you Facebook Ad Machine. Facebook Ad Machine is a special training that we've got which has only ever been seen by our top level students, people who pay $12,000 a year. So you've got 3 extra bonuses there, guys. It might be a little bit hard to see, but Kindle Cashflow Academy, $1,697. The Beta Society, $2,000. Facebook Ad Machine, $1,000. The link that you need to go to right now is 100kfactory.com/Chris. If you're jumping in right now, if you're one of the next 10 people, then type it in the chat box. I'm going to give this to everyone else who's jumped in as well, but this special bonus is for the next 10 people. So if you're jumping in right now, let me know. Type in the chat box that you are in process, and we're going to give this to you. I'm going to read out the people. It looks like 5 people have already claimed this. Claudette, Tar, Kent, Sharon, and Darius have claimed this. Okay, so Claudette, Tar, Kent, Sharon, and Darius, if you are jumping in right now, if you're not in yet but you're jumping in right now, type your name in the chat box. We're going to make sure you get this. We're going to take a few questions now, guys, and we're going to shut down. So Shams says that he's taken this as well. So that's 6. We've got 4 of these spaces left, and you've got 1 minute 42 seconds left to get this, and then that bonus will expire, and we're going to take some questions. Tom, if you signed up, you'll already get this bonus. Okay, I'm going to make sure you get this bonus as well. Martin is in. We've got 3 of these left. There's 1 minute left, guys, and we're going to be shutting down this webinar very soon. We've been going for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Imran, if you've already jumped in, then I'm going to make sure that you get this as well. Okay. Miguel says he's thinking. Alexander's already jumped in. You can log in as soon as you sign up. Yep. Maria is thinking. Nyron is already in. Okay, guys, if you're thinking right now, what are you thinking about? You've got 60 days to test this thing out. We are here to drag you to the finish line. If you haven't had success online before, it's probably because you've never had the blueprint that we've got for you, and it's probably because you've never had the support that we've got for you either. Guys, the timer is about to end. If you're going to jump in, let me know that you're jumping in. We're going to drag you to the finish line. Okay, just if you want this, just get in, because this is going to shut down. The reason this is the first time you've heard about this, Maria, is because we've only just opened this to the public. And we can't have that many people in here. We're going to take 4 more questions and we're going to finish this up. So I'm going to do another timer here. This one's going to be a 5-minute timer. Yeah, we've got 5 minutes and that's it. 5 minutes and we're going to shut this down. So we're going to take questions for 5 minutes now. Steve, maybe you could help me just call out some of these questions here, some of the most common questions that you've seen. And guys, if you do have a question, type it in the chat box and we're going to take your question. We're going to make sure that we answer you.
Yeah, I've gotten just a bunch about support, Aiden, because you've mentioned it a bunch of times, and there were people asking, like, well, who's doing the support? And I think it's a great question. We really didn't get a chance to talk too much about it, but, you know, we alluded to these guinea pigs, and, you know, here's what we do. When we have a model that works in our own business, and we have 5 or 6 different, you know, big revenue channels, and we're constantly doing R&D, and we constantly develop new methodologies. When we have one that we think is something that would benefit, you know, teaching, we don't just build a course. What we do is we recruit guinea pigs, and we recruit about 15 or so from, you know, personal contacts, friends of friends, that kind of thing. Then we put them through, you know, an abbreviated, you know, version of that training, and we build tools with them, and we hone the curriculum and make sure that it's replicatable and that it can be taught, you know. And so the fine print, the thing that they have to do in you know, in return for getting that, is they have to become coaches for if we decide to make this into a you know, an information product. So the people that you're going to be speaking with, in addition to me and Aiden, are people that were the guinea pigs and went through this and have been there and done that. And we usually pick people that have very, very limited or no experience at all. So it's unlike anybody else, I think, that offers information products, because they just don't have that ability to use their coaches, you know, or to use their guinea pig students, because most people don't do that. So anyway, I thought that was a pretty good question and something pretty pretty good to talk about. Another question that I got was, you know, how does this impact my personal Facebook presence? And, you know, am I marketing to my friends? You know, a couple of variations of questions on that. And we need to be really clear about this. This has nothing to do with your personal Facebook presence. Absolutely nothing. Your friends, and it's not that you want to hide anything. It's just that you don't want to market to your friends. I mean, you know, they're your friends. I mean, you know, so you have your own personal Facebook account, and it never impacts or has anything to do with what we're talking about from using Facebook as a marketing tool. Okay, so that's really key.
Sanjeev has just jumped in, so I just wanted to let you know about that. Do you need a fan page? We'll go through that with you. It's not 100% necessary, but we will go through that with you. Just seeing what other questions we've got here. Let's see. How many hours a day do you need to commit to the training?
We think the average person will probably spend 5 to 10 hours a week on the training, but that's the average person, and that's the pace that we're going to be taking, you know, people through the course. But the beauty of it is that our coaches are there really 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because we have them all over the world, so we're able to really cover everybody, and they can work at any pace you want. So if you want to slow it down, you can just work at your pace, and we're there for you, so it's not a problem.
Guys, if you've got a question, then please type it in the chat box now. We're going to be finishing this up in a couple of minutes here, and we want to make sure that we get your question here. Is the support team 24/7? Well, we've actually got a decent support team all around the world. So yeah, virtually it pretty much is 24/7.
I think there's like 4 hours that's not covered. So, but we also have the weekends. Yeah.
Yep.
Just to be clear.
Yep. The first training is on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And the training times will vary. The first thing you'll do when you get in there is take a survey, so that we can decide, how best to schedule future training sessions. The first 2 are going to be at 7 p.m. and we don't have a choice on that, since Aiden and I are going to be in China. The next one, the second one. So.
What other questions, guys? Well, it'll be a full 60 days. I'm not quite sure what you mean. You've got full 60-day guarantee. The training lasts longer than 60 days, though. I mean, you're getting unlimited lifetime access to this, so you can use it as long as you want to.
Just to be clear, our goal in the first 60 days is to get you to the 100K, but we do have, I think Aiden talked about phase 2 and phase 3, which we really haven't discussed, and it's just because there's just too much to talk about. But that's why the training lasts longer than 8 weeks.
Yep. What is the link? It's 100kfactory.com/Chris. That's the special link that you need to use to jump in. Sanjeev, I can see that you are in. Our products we're looking to promote in the back office, can't find it. Just go through the start-off training and you'll find information about that. On Friday, we're going to be giving you all the access to all the software, some of the software and things like that. We'll give you all the details. Greg says, I love the webinar. Do you have to buy and host our own domain name? You will buy a website, yes. The training is in the members area, but we start live on Friday, guys. Okay, so we start live on Friday. If you're jumping in, guys, please let us know that you're jumping in right now, because we're finishing this call in about 2 minutes here. And we need to jump off right now. I'm just seeing if there's any last-minute questions here. Is this newbie friendly? Absolutely. We've got a complete start to finish guide for this. If you're still in the process of jumping in, here's what we're going to do, because I've only got about 1 minute left here. If you're in the process of jumping in right now, and if you're actually able to get in before the link says sold out, and it's going to say sold out very soon, because we're either shutting down today or tomorrow at the latest. If for any reason you are unable to get in, then you won't get the bonuses. But as long as you get in before we close, then I'll make sure that you get these bonuses, because you've been on this call, you've hung out with us for almost 2 hours, and we're going to make sure that you get in, because we want to be able to pull you along to the finish line. You can create unlimited number of websites, absolutely. So guys, that's it. We have answered as many questions as we possibly can here. There's still over 300 people in this webinar right now. I work with my dad. Will he be able to access the training? Yes, absolutely. Shabir says he wants to get in, but he needs to transfer funds in the bank account. So Shabir, you have got a limited amount of time to do this. Try to just transfer your funds as quickly as possible. I know some people need to transfer funds. Some people need to talk to their husband or wife. We understand that. So for those people, we're going to just keep this bonus open. So as long as you can see 100kfactory.com/Chris, and as long as it works, then we're going to make sure that you get access to these bonuses. But guys, do yourself a favor, jump in today if you possibly can. Jump in the next 5 minutes if you possibly can, because I don't want you to risk missing out. As soon as we close down, that's it. I mean, we can't let anyone else in after we close down, so you have to jump in as soon as you can, guys, ideally in the next 5 or 10 minutes if possible. Otherwise, if you need to talk to your husband, wife, shift some money around, do it as soon as you can, because we shut down tomorrow at the latest, possibly today, and we are starting. We're starting on on Friday with the first training. So that is it from me. Steve, I don't know if you've got anything else to say. We're going to shut this down now.
No, I mean, the only thing I'd say is, first of all, thanks so much for taking the time to listen to us. And, you know, it's already April, and, you know, it's we still have plenty of time in 2016 to make a change, but you got to do something differently or nothing's going to change. So.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us here today. Chris, I'm not sure if you're actually there and able to jump in now or not, but I can hear you, Chris. Yep.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just waiting for you to wrap up, and then I'll just kind of put the finishing touches on this, and we'll call it a day.
Okay, all right, well, thanks so much, man, and thank you to all the hundreds and huge audience that turned out here today. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We've had a good time, and we're going to talk to everyone soon. To everyone that's jumped in, thank you for putting your trust in us. For everyone that hasn't, still thinking about it, remember that link, 100kfactory.com/Chris. We'd love to see you on the inside, and we'll talk soon, guys. Bye, everyone.
Okay, you guys, real quick, Chris Record here. Can you guys do me a favor? Before these guys completely log off, can you leave them something positive, just something positive for them to read in the questions area? You know, if you could just leave something positive there for Aiden. I know Aiden's still on. I don't know if Steven's still on, but Aiden's still on. And as long as he's still on, just try to leave.
I'm still here.
There. Okay, yeah, just leave something positive for these guys. They just took a lot of time, and there was a lot of value delivered today. Okay, now there's a lot of e-commerce systems out there. So here's what they did. Let me recap what happened today. They delivered massive value in teaching you about Facebook ads and e-commerce and targeting. Okay, there's a lot of free value that was provided there. Now, when it comes to e-commerce, you are going to need to figure out a system for monetizing. They talked about Amazon and they talked about traditional systems. There's Amazon, there's Shopify, there's eBay. There's a lot of options out there that exist for you. What they did was I wanted them to come out and teach you, but also offer you their system. Their 100K Factory system is a system that basically has the bells and whistles to be able to allow you to be able to sell things online and make money. And then they're teaching you the basics of Facebook advertising. They're teaching you the basics of targeting and how to be able to sell at a high ROI, at a positive ROI. So I want you guys to keep this in mind. There's many options out there when it comes to e-commerce, but the reason I chose them was because I love it when there is a step-by-step system that you can follow from start to finish that you can actually make money with.